Hi guys, now there's something being run at the moment by the fellas over at Wargaming Online, also Chilling Wargamers, and it's called Sigmar Showdown, and I've decided to take part, and so this is my introduction video and what I'm going to be doing to take part in it. Right then, so I thought I'd explain what's going on while showing you what I'm planning to do as well. So the basic rules are it's got to be an Age of Sigmar model, sort of a character model as I understand it. It's got to fit on a 40mm base, so there we go, 40mm base, and it's got to be converted in some way. So to start off with, basic conversion, head swap. This is a Plague Priest, a Skaven Plague Priest, and what I've done is I've just taken the head off the model, which is supposed to be putting the goo on this arm here. So that's what I've done. That's very basic there, and I've also chopped off the bits here. He's holding some sort of plague spreading thing here, and that's what I've done. Now, as many of you who have been watching the channel for a while will know, is I love working with plasticard. And when I got the box, it came with all sorts of doodads, and so I've decided that I'm going to try something a bit weird. It's a little bit crazy, but I was inspired by these war machines, and this is basically why I chose to collect the army. It's because of crazy things like this. I just love this model, and the other models like it. And so, if you've seen the stuff on my channel before, you've seen things like this. And this is just a really basic piece of scenery, so I didn't go too crazy with the wood. And what I can do is I can actually make wood very similar to this, where the grain is a lot deeper. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some bits where the grain is a lot deeper, and I think you might see where I'm going with this. So this is a cart, so we put him on the back of the cart. Yeah, so we've got that in our heads at the moment, right? So keep that in mind. Now, in this same box came the plague rats. Plague rats, maybe? Plague Skaven? I'm not entirely sure what they're called. And on those are these, right? I think a lot of light bulbs might be going off in people's heads. Now, the tricky bit that I can see is keeping all of this on a 40mm base. Because there's going to be a lot going on here. We're going to have this fella on some sort of wooden contraption, and then from this hand here we're going to have some chains, which I've got plenty of, collecting Dark Eldar. I've got chains galore. There's going to be some chains coming down to some sort of harness system, and then I've actually got, I think, there's 4 of these per sprue, and there's 8 sprues of the plague rats, and so I've got, what, 4 times 8 maths. I've got enough anyway. I lost 1 or 2. I dropped them somewhere in the garage, but I'm thinking maybe 8 to 10 of these fellas with some sort of fancy harness system along the front of the base, depending on how many I can fit. And then having the cart sit at the back of this, maybe with just two wheels, and then this fella sitting on top with this hand with the chains going down. I'm liking the thought of that, and just have him like that. Again, I don't know whether this fella belongs on an 80mm base, 80mm on a 40mm base. So I don't know whether this is a legal setup for Age of Sigmar. Again, it doesn't need to be a legal setup for the challenge. And again, if you want to get involved in making something like this, it's a social media challenge rather than a YouTube challenge. So if you want to put your pictures up anywhere on any social media, you can use the hashtag. I think this is what the kids do. Hashtag Sigmar Showdown on any of the social media, and you can also go on to Chilling Wargamers Facebook group, and also the Wargamer Online. Sorry, mine went blank there for a moment. Again, I'll put the links down in the description to those 2 Facebook groups in the video description. go on through to those two and join up, and you'll see everybody's entries. And yeah, there'll be I think it's a competition, so I think there's prizes to be won. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a wild, crazy game. Anyway, yeah, so that's my plans, and we'll see what happens. I'm not sure how tall this thing is going to be, but I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do. I think it runs for about a month, so it's running until sometime at the beginning of May. And yeah, really excited to see what happens. I think the trickiest bit might be trying to get some sort of harness on these little fellas and seeing if I can make. It might be just a matter of having some sort of rigid harness that connects all of the rats together, maybe in some sort of staggered system, and they can sit along the front of the base there and then have the cart at the back. But we'll see. It'll be exciting, but it'll look something, or it'll have elements that resemble with the cogs and things that you can see here, and the wheels will look hopefully similar to what we've got going on here. That is my plans. So let me know what you think, if you've got any thoughts, if you know if this will be a legal in-game use of the model. I don't think it'll be a permanent position for the model because he fits on the big, I don't even know the name of it. Again, I'm really new to the army. I picked up the box today, so I'm learning. He fits on the big swingy ball version of this thing here. So yeah, so I don't think I'll be gluing him to it. He'll probably be magnetized to it, so he does dual duty, as it were. But I'd love to run him in a game on his little cart. I think that'll be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I'm really keen to hear if he works in game like that, and if this is an appropriate base size for him in those instances. He seems to be, in terms of his size of his body. Anyway, right, yes, thank you very much for watching. Keep up with me in between videos over here, and yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.